Personalized medicine is a relatively new concept where now that we understand much more about the human genome, we could essentially utilize that information to be better doctors, to essentially be able to predict better the correct medication or the correct intervention for a particular person who has a given disease. In order to get there, obviously we need to know a lot more about the human genome. There are 3 billion base pairs, chemical building blocks, in the human genome. All humans are 99% plus identical, but it's that less than 1% differences among us that essentially determine everything that's different about each human being in the world. And these 3 million or so differences is really what we need to understand better in terms of their risk or in terms of how these variants predispose us to health or disease.
Currently, with what are called the next generation sequencing technologies, we can complete the sequence of a human genome in a few days for less than $5,000. And the projections are that in a year or two, with some new technologies that are on the horizon, we can do this in a matter of hours at a cost of $1,000 or less. And that becomes an important price point because we tend to think of a lot of more sophisticated assays like CAT scans and MRIs as falling into that price range. So once we get to that point, and it's really a question of when, not if, it's really going to throw the door open to thinking about using genomic data very much as one of the mainstream approaches to doing diagnosis and monitoring therapy. So I think the important role that we can play in the Personalized Genomics Initiative on campus is to maintain a very robust basic research effort, always with an eye towards how we can use these new technologies and improve what we're doing to deliver meaningful and actionable information to our clinical colleagues.
Well, I think at the University of Maryland, we have a collusion of multiple events that are occurring more or less at the same time that make this a particularly exciting time for advances in genomic medicine. One of them is the ability at IGS to perform whole genome sequencing. Those costs are coming down more and more. The second is that we have a growing bioinformatics community here on campus, also collaborations with the University of Maryland at College Park that are enhancing our bioinformatics abilities to be able to interpret the genome. And of course, our University of Maryland medical system, our partners here, have begun to incorporate across the entire medical system the electronic health record, EPIC, in which we should be able to implement the genomic discoveries into the health record for action.